food makes you horny?
Oh god, get a new boyfriend who turns you on. I'm quite old, Meg. I've been around the block a few times.
Threesome!
Good morning, everybody!
That's my life.
Good
morning. Good
morning, everybody.
We're not supposed to finish each other's sentences. We're mother and daughter, not lovers. Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to a very exciting video because today we have a mum.
Hey, mum.
It's the mum. And today we thought we'd sit down and have a bit of a girl talk. So if you've seen my girl talk videos before, I haven't done one for quite a while now, but it's kind of just talking about all the girly things in life, like periods, sex. We'll have some sex chats with mum.
We know.
And shaving, and boyfriends, exes, fuck boys, heartbreak.
Fuck boys.
No, fuck boys. Fat boys. Answer some of the questions you guys have sent in. We got lots of them. There's quite a lot of dilemma ones, but I want to do kind of focused ones around subjects so lots of people can relate, hopefully. So yes, let's get started. When did both of you lose your virginity?
Okay.
And how?
Ooh. You start, Megs.
No, you start. You started to talk then. I don't know if I want to say how. I can't actually even remember. It wasn't a good experience.
Young. I think it was about 15.
Yeah.
And
I think I was too.
My first boyfriend. This kind of happened and it was a bit of a non-event, really.
But it always is, isn't it? I feel like people build up your first time so much, but it usually sucks because like
you don't know what you're doing.
You know what you're doing, it hurts, and it's like such a big build up.
Yeah, and now it's gone. Oh, didn't know that.
Afterwards, I felt terrible.
Yeah, I think I felt.
I felt really sad and like really vulnerable. I remember I was like, Bryony took a picture of me because she said that I was like a little sad caterpillar tucked in bed in our house. And
how old were you then?
About the same as you.
About 15. Yeah.
Yeah, but I remember I was just really sad because he wasn't very nice afterwards either. Body insecurity on social media, ? Plastic surgery opinions. So I think they mean like what's our opinion of body insecurities from social media. And
do you want to go first?
No, you start.
Why do I have to
I like you starting.
Okay, so I think it's a very personal choice, and I don't think.
What do you mean?
I don't think
plastic surgery.
Yeah, I don't think anyone can say, you know. Well, I guess everybody does, or make judgments about it, but.
Would you judge me if I said to you I wanted to get plastic surgery? What would you say?
I would be sad that you felt that you needed to do that. We've talked about before, what makes you is the imperfections.
The little quirks.
Yeah, and if you take that away, you lose some of your identity. And we don't want to all look the same. We don't want to look like just like this image that somebody out there tells us we should look like.
No.
Individuality, which is what makes beauty.
Yeah, but I understand that it does take a long time.
There's so much pressure to look a certain way and to have boobs this size and a nose like that.
I feel like it's not so much of a big thing now, big boobs though. I think that was the thing
whatever,
for a long
that's just
time.
an example.
Yeah.
And I think if people feel it will make them feel stronger, make them feel more of a woman, and they
a woman
or a man.
Oh, boobs are you talking
about?
Whatever
it is you want to do, or if you're trans and you want to change and you feel that make you feel that you're in connection with who you really are, of course do it.
But the thing I always think is, what if years down the line, like, you regret it?
Well, that's it. It's just like tattoos, isn't it? You have a tattoo and you might think that you've got that for life. You have to make a choice, and the choice is right at the time, and then you live with it. But I think it's one to take very carefully and slowly.
Yeah.
Because, as you say, you could change your mind. You could be feeling very insecure and feel I need to do something to change my appearance because I hate myself. When really that's not what you should be looking at. Perhaps should be something more internal.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Something in your mind.
Yeah, building up your confidence. Maybe doing something, helping other people, getting yourself out there in the world, doing something different rather than just becoming very narcissistic. It's all about my image and that's what makes me me. It's not.
I do think though it does take people quite a long time to learn to love the bits that they think are like their imperfections.
Yeah, and
there will always be days where you don't love your imperfections, but then in general, like,
no, definitely.
now when I just little quirks that people have, I think are really endearing.
Yeah.
So like actors, I was saying to Mum quite a few months ago, we had a conversation about this, didn't we? Especially with actors, they tend to, well, the actors I watch anyway, they tend to not change the way their faces and everything look, because I guess with acting though, I think, you know, it's not that common in the acting industry. I don't, maybe I'm wrong, but for instance in Riverdale, the actors in Riverdale, I think none of them have this like perfect look that is the media look at the moment, to have bigger lips and bigger boobs and like, you know, a perfect jaw and everything. And actually they're so, like, one of the girls, Lily Reinhart, I think she is absolutely stunning, and she isn't that magazine look. Then also Cole Sprouse, he's got really like kind of quirky teeth and smile, and I think that's so cute. Yeah. And if he had like perfect veneers, whatever, which I'm not against them, but if he had that, he would lose that little quirky look. Yeah, and charm. It's charm, isn't it?
Absolutely.
It's like those little things make you really charming, I think. Yeah. And when you start looking at them like that and viewing, it's all about like perspective.
Yeah.
And the way you're looking at those imperfections can change.
And even that word imperfection, there is no perfect.
No, it's not perfect, exactly, I know, but that's just the way like the world is now.
Exactly, and sort of that searching for that perfection is just an illusion, because it doesn't exist. No. And that you can strive for it, and it's a pointless quest because it's not there. No. And you know, in some countries like in India, there's a story of the people that make the most beautiful rugs, hand woven, delicate, intricate designs, and always at the end, so that it's not perfect, they put fault in it to make it unique. Yeah, because that's so cool. That's the essence of, you know, individuality. That it is unique, that there's a one-off. And if you've got this idea of what perfection is, that's
it's not
what
perfection.
It should be,
it's like this image in
individuality.
This image in the media at the, not so much at the moment, but it came in through like reality TV where everyone was getting like bigger lips, for instance.
Yeah, it's not. Personally, I don't think that's attractive. But it's a personal opinion, and lots of people love that, and then that's fine. Everyone should do what they want to do.
Yeah.
But don't. All I would say is don't do it without a lot of thought.
Yeah.
Because you could change your mind. You could just be feeling insecure, and you make a drastic change that cannot be reversed.
Yeah.
And then you've lost something.
And I think there's so many more important things about you that other than those little bits on your appearance that you might not like as much as other parts. I have zero sex drive, and I feel like it's killing my relationship. What should I do?
Get a new boyfriend who turns you on.
Mother! That's not true. I feel like that's a bit of a blunt response.
No, it could be lots of things. It could be that you're stressed. Stress is a complete killer for sex drive. That was just being facetious.
Yeah,
being silly.
She's joking.
But yeah, if you're stressed, if you've got a lot going on in your life, your sex drive goes.
And some birth controls.
Absolutely, yeah. If you're on medication, that could be it. But it could be that you need
stress.
Stress is the killer. Absolutely. If you're too busy, if you're not ever relaxed, it's the last thing on your mind to have sex.
What would you do then to fix that?
Well, you have to look at your lifestyle. You have to make some changes. You have to maybe change your job. You might have to...
Diet though. I feel like diet can affect your sex drive as well.
Yeah, diet definitely.
But what foods make you more sexual?
I don't know. You have to look up oysters.
What food makes you horny?
Oh god, that's not the answer, mate. It means if you're eating an unbalanced diet, it might mean
avocado makes you horny.
Is that what you mean?
And asparagus. You love avocado. You were saying the other day she's eating a whole bowl.
And asparagus.
And ginger.
Nothing wrong with my
it does
sex
say
drive.
oysters and chocolate.
Yeah, I know. No, it's about balance really. If you've got a very heavy diet and you're not eating enough vegetables, then you're going to feel sort of sluggish and not really be interested in...
And not feel very confident in yourself.
I mean, sex is about connection, isn't it, really?
Yeah.
About being connected to the person that you're interested in. And if you're not connected to yourself, then how can you be connected to someone else?
Yeah, and I do think you have to, if you're feeling that, definitely talk to your partner about it. Don't feel embarrassed.
Absolutely.
Like, I'm sure they'll understand. It might be a bit embarrassing. It might feel a bit awkward to say, but once you get that off your chest, you'll feel so much better about it.
Yeah, because
you might start building it up inside.
Yeah, and it could be about the relationship. It could be that you're acting out, you're trying to please your partner, so you're just having sex when they want to, or doing things that they want to, which is not really what you want.
Yeah,
if
you
it's
need
not
them to turn you
mutual,
on to.
yeah, if it's not mutual, if it's not something you both enjoy, and you
Yeah.
know, then, and also with time, if you've been together for a long time, it can get a little bit, you know,
But
not
I was
quite
saying
so
in another
interesting.
video, the whole honeymoon phase thing I hate. You know, like the
Yeah.
honeymoon phase, I feel like people then feel this pressure that their relationship should always be really exciting and fun because they're past the honeymoon
communication.
phase.
If you stop
Yeah.
talking to each other, then you're not going to feel like having sex. Sex is just like talking to someone, really,
Yeah.
isn't it? It's about
But the honeymoon
connecting and
phase should not
sharing.
exist because it's
No,
not really a thing.
it's a
Obviously,
fantasy.
in like an early part of your relationship, it's gonna be slightly
Well, that's
different because you're getting
yeah.
to know each other. But when you're in like a longer relationship for a long time, you're
It's
on such
much
a
more
deeper,
meaningful.
yeah, you're on such a deeper
Yeah.
level with that person. It feels slightly different, but
Yeah.
it doesn't mean it's a bad thing.
No, I mean the honeymoon period is about sort of adrenaline rush and excitement.
Have you ever caught each other having sex?
What, you and me?
No,
How
I've
did we
never
do
caught you
that?
having.
You never
Well,
walked-
if you walked in. No, I never walked in on Mum and Dad because you had a lock. Did you? Yeah, you had a lock on your door that was
That's
always
a long,
locked.
long time. That was Dad,
Yeah, I know that was Dad.
wasn't me.
You've never walked on me having sex.
I don't think so.
I mean, the toxic
Oh.
man from Wales didn't really come round our house because he wasn't the nicest.
No, he
So-
was horrible.
Then I moved to London and I obviously don't live with my mum now, so
No.
you just don't walk in. I mean, you go to bed at like 8 p.m.
I do not. 10. I get up at 5. I've got different...
You were asleep on the sofa
I
like
know.
this last night.
I had 7 clients yesterday. I was tired. My day started at 6 in
Well,
the
my
morning.
point is, usually Mum is asleep, gone
was
with her earplugs
half-
in anyway, so she doesn't
half
walk
past 10,
in
I
now
go
that
to
I'm
bed.
living here at the moment. How do women know the right timing to become pregnant? How did you know?
Ooh.
How did you know?
Oh, I don't know. I think something about your
Greedy.
body clock is telling you. I don't know. It could be all
Yeah, but how did you
sorts
know?
of
Because I feel like
things.
when will I know that like, right now I want to get pregnant? I've started to get a bit more broody. I keep having pregnancy dreams.
Do you?
Yeah.
Oh, lovely.
She definitely wants me to have a baby.
Yeah, it'd be great. No, I don't know. I think it's different for different people. Some people don't want to have children at all.
No, exactly, but
So,
I do.
mean, it could be that it's the right stage, you feel stable. I mean, because bringing children into the world, particularly now with everything that's going on, you've got to be quite stable, really, and be able to look after them. It's a massive responsibility, and you've got to be at the stage of your life that you're ready for that, not to be sort of selfish anymore, because you give up a lot. I mean, you get so much back, but your life is never just your own once you have children.
I've noticed in myself that recently I've thought more into it. So before I always looked at pregnancy on the surface, like having a baby, blah blah blah, and not really thinking about how I would feel
Yeah.
getting like having a child.
Yes.
And now recently I have actually started thinking about the pros and the cons. At the moment there's still some cons, and so I feel like until
There's always going to be some cons.
I know, you're never going to
You
feel
make that leap,
100%
don't
ready,
you?
are
You think,
you?
this is what I want. I want to bring a little person in the world. I want my family to
But
expand.
But I feel like quite different towards pregnancy now in the past few months. It's weird.
Well, probably you're more settled. I mean, you're just about to buy a house. You're engaged and be married. So all those
Yeah,
sort
but
of
that's just
that's
like
that stability, isn't it? And I think
that's
you-
the
I think-
traditional like.
I know.
I don't want
You
to.
don't-
I don't see it because of that. I don't
No,
think.
you don't have to have all those things to be stable. And for some people, that you do want those things, like you want to be in in the convention of marriage. You want to have a house. Other people, they don't need that.
No.
They feel stable in themselves, in their relationship, or on their own. That they're ready to share their life
Well, yeah.
with another person.
Some women don't even.
No,
they
you
want to
don't-
be a single mum.
Exactly, and that's
They just
absolutely
want a
fine.
baby.
Yeah, and they want a baby, and they're ready, and they're ready to commit to that.
I think I want to have a baby in 2 years.
Yeah. That,
To get pregnant in
Yeah.
one and a bit years, I've got to get ready.
Yeah. You're not
To
on a
get off
schedule,
my
Meg.
pill.
But you should get off your pill, though. I think a pill that stops all your period. I'm not sure about that. I know you say it's
No.
fine, but I'm not
I
sure
think
about
I will
that.
come off it soon.
Yeah.
Then we'll have a big-eyed brown baby.
Woohoo! That'd be lovely. You can pluck them.
How to deal with a breakup. Unexpectedly happened as he says he's not happy. How do you deal with the breakup?
Well, he says he's not happy.
He said he's not happy, so he broke up with her.
Okay.
Just like ways you've dealt with a breakup before. I always say, stick with your friends, have your cry first. What? It's true.
Yeah,
You need to have your cry, let out those sad emotions, but don't wallow for a long time if you can. Just try and get yourself out there. Don't lie in bed for weeks on end.
Yeah, you've got to remember that you are not just a relationship, you're an individual.
Yeah.
You're not just dependent on that person to give you happiness, and if you were, then that's probably why it didn't work.
Well, that's what me and Niall spoke about in our tipsyq&a.
Yeah.
We were saying that you have to love yourself to an
Yeah.
extent to be able to really
You've got to walk
bring in a
alongside each
relationship.
other, not be locked in like that.
Yeah,
You're
that's
that
what Niall was talking
dependent.
about too.
It's not going to work. You're just
No.
going to crush each other and have expectations that are not you can't fulfil.
You've got to be independent,
Yeah.
but then also together at the same time.
It's about mutual respect, really, and mutual attraction, but mutual respect for your
But if you just got
individuality.
broke up with, what would you do?
Well, okay, so what would I do?
I say I like listening to badass boss woman music. Make me feel like a badass. Or actually, first I listen to really sad lyrics and cry to them.
something funny.
Yeah, go and watch
Be
a funny
with
film
your friends.
and eat
And
your favourite food.
Eat chocolate.
Ice cream, chocolate.
Yeah, just celebrate your life and the
Yeah.
things that you enjoy doing, and get
Because
back
you're
in
great
touch
just
with
by
you.
yourself, not
Absolutely.
just you're not defined by another person.
No. And if you were, then it wasn't right. It's good job it's finished.
Yeah, exactly.
You've got a chance to be you now. That space to find who you are.
What are your opinions on cheating? Would you ever forgive them?
Ooh, tricky one, really.
think
Can't
it's-
trust someone. It's very hard,
I
isn't
think
it?
it would be very difficult to really trust each other again. I've never been in a situation where that's happened, but I can completely understand somebody obviously struggling to not want to go back if they still love them.
Depends what you mean by cheating. I mean, if you've got an open relationship and you're
What's an open relationship?
an open relationship, it might be that you're pansexual. You've got lots of different partners. So it's not really cheating.
Is that common?
Yeah, there's quite a few people that live that way.
Hey,
Yeah.
I don't think I could live that way.
No, but there's
Niall
all
had some
different
other
ways.
partners.
There's
He'd be
all
out the door.
there's all different ways to live, and it's if you've both got the same expectations of the relationship, then it's fine. But if it's cheating, it's sort of secretive and behind your back, then I don't think I could get over that, really.
No.
But
And I just think even if you did then try to get back together, I think there would just be a lot of cracks and a lot of issues along the way.
But I mean, it could be that it could be the turning point in a relationship when you really understand
that's
that
true.
you were too locked in, and so they felt that they had to do something to find
And then
themselves.
they really realise what they actually wanted.
And it can be like an epiphany.
That's really hard, isn't it? Because then you're like, oh, that's such a hard one.
I know. It could be like an epiphany. You think, oh my god, now I really understand me, and I understand this other person and what relationship really means. But that, I mean, maybe that's not the usual way of thinking about cheating, but it could be.
It's quite funny. I
What
don't know
is
why
it?
someone would ask this.
What is it?
I don't know why they specifically asked you as well.
What?
What is your mum's opinion on threesomes?
Well,
Come on then.
if you're all up for it, why not? It's just being playful, isn't it?
Being playful?
I don't know. I mean, it depends on the context, doesn't it?
I don't quite understand them myself.
I think it's always going to be 2 and 1, isn't it?
I think
If it's 2 women and a man, the 2 women might be more into each other and the man feels a bit left out. Or they're both into the man and then they feel like they're just acting out a bit. Or the man could feel...
I think it's a bit of
too
a
much. I don't know.
fantasy thing.
Yeah, it is, but I think it goes on a lot.
Does it?
Yeah.
Have you ever had one?
I'm not prepared to answer that question.
That's a yes! Oh my god, no you haven't.
I'm quite old, Meg. I've been around the block a few times.
Threesome!
In university.
That's going to be the title. My mum had
You're talking about when I was young.
Oh my god, did you?
A long time
Was
ago.
it two girls and a man?
I'm not prepared to say any further.
Come on, listen,
No, I'm
there's no
embarrassed now.
judgment here.
Oh yeah, right.
It's
This is
not,
going
I'm
out to
joking.
how many viewers?
No, come on, just give us that little bit of detail.
No.
Was it 2 women and a
I'm
man?
not telling.
Well, it clearly was, because you just said usually it's 2 women and a man. So it's 2 women and a man exposed.
No, it's not true. I made it all up.
Was it 2 men?
No. No way.
Well, now I know what the way was. What is the most embarrassing thing Meggan did in her teenage years?
Okay,
I
so
know what, Mum's got this plan ready for my wedding day, I'm sure.
you said I'm not allowed to because it reminds you of the time when I was ill.
Well, it does, but it's fine.
So, okay, the most
But keep it short and sweet, please.
short and sweet. Okay. So you were about 13, 14, 15?
No, I was 15.
15.
Yeah.
And you went out with one of your friends to the valleys and you were wearing sort of really high heels, sandals.
No, they actually weren't. It was because they were open back.
Oh, okay.
So I slipped
They were
off
probably
them.
about that high.
No, they were little cloggy ones. They were
Okay.
like wooden.
Anyway, so I get this phone
Primark.
call.
Don't buy them.
I get this phone call from one of your friends saying that you were in hospital. And I said, can I speak to you? No, she's in the ambulance. Oh no, she's fighting with the ambulance men. She doesn't want to get in the ambulance.
So
yes. I don't want to get in the ambulance. Oh, I've only cut my head open. It's fine.
I'm a bit young,
So you fell off your heels,
Was
cracked
that a
your head
party,
open.
by the way, guys?
Yeah, party. And my really good friend Mel, and we drove together
To the hospital,
To the
in the middle
hospital.
of the valleys.
middle of the valleys, and you were really pissed.
Cracked my head open.
Cracked your head open, and they'd sewn your head up, but without an anaesthetic.
Oof.
Because the doctors were they're quite harsh if people were pissed, and they thought, oh, it serves them right. Oh, they're anaesthetised anyway, they won't feel it. But the funniest thing was, we were in the children's
It's
ward.
not that funny.
I thought it was funny.
It's not that funny.
And it was, it was funny. And they had all the Disney characters all painted like a mural around the room. And you were, that's dopey. That's grumpy. That's you, Mel. That's you, Mum. I'm that character.
Good impression.
No, it wasn't quite like that. You did it from your eyes. How did you do it?
I can't
It was very funny. Lee and Mel were laughing. It was very funny. You were very sweet.
I think we're going to leave it here. I hope you enjoyed our little chat. There's dust flying in my eye. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed our little chat.
It was fun.
And Mum's threesome chat.
No, no threesome. That's a lie. That's a lie.
You could have just said no.
No.
But you didn't. You went, I'm not saying anything.
I bet you've had a threesome.
I have not.
I bet you have.
I've slept with 2 people in my life.
both at the same time.
No freaking way. Anyway,
That's all
I'm
I
going to
was
leave it
doing.
here. Thank you so much for watching. Mum's embarrassed.
No, I'm not.
You told my embarrassing story is equal, right? So, yes. Thank you for watching, and we will
watching.
hopefully see you in the next video.
We will. Or you anyway, not me.
Yeah, Mum will probably be in it too.
Will I? Bye.